All right, I'm ready. I'm ready. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Chiedza.
Hello, Nav.
What name do we use? Like, every time I introduce you, I feel like I give your full name. I'm like, this is Patricia Chiedza.
Guys, both of my names. You can call me Patricia Chiedza. It doesn't help that my necklace says Trish. So everyone's like, so what is Trish?
But okay, so it works.
Trish is a nickname. So my family, there was an uncle who moved to America and he thought he was cool and he started calling me Trish.
Oh, okay.
And everyone just started calling me Trish.
Yeah.
But I answer to both because some people call me Chiedza, some call me Patricia.
Yeah.
Whatever you prefer.
At work, what do they call you?
I tried Chiedza at work, and then I switched to Patricia. Technical difficulties, but Patricia does fine.
Okay, yeah. I can only imagine the because you kind of have to be one of those people that like, I'm gonna, fight the system like that. You're gonna say my name.
Because I get annoyed when I try to teach people how to say it properly, then they don't, and then I'm like, okay, let's just
let's just chill.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Guys, if you're listening, if you're watching, hi, you're oh my god, why do I always stumble at the intro? Guys, if it's your first time, please stay. Don't think what's up with this girl. You're listening to me, Natasha. My friends call me Nat, so you can too. You're listening to Chat with Nat, and this episode, for those of you who've been around for a while, this is a returning guest. This is a friend of the show, Patricia Chiedza. I'm not gonna give her full, you know what I mean?
Don't give my full government details. No.
And if this is your first time listening or watching and seeing Patricia, if you're watching it your first time, because the last time when we did an episode together, it was audio only.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
It was.
When we talk about that Netflix show, what was it? The woman who was catfished. I know I shouldn't laugh.
I'm forgetting the name,
but it was like an Indian couple. I'm sorry, it's not funny. It was on Netflix where this woman was catfished for like 10 years. I'm forgetting. If you remember, please put it in the comment. Where guys, that
for 10 years, and she had never seen him. They had never met.
Yeah. And she had this whole thing. She was sending him money. He had all these stories. And it was just like, and she was trying to basically, what was she? She was trying to sue the person. Oh, and it was her. I mean, this is years now, so it's not a spoiler. Like, it was like her cousin, a little cousin or something, who was pretending to be the other. It's not funny, but I'm just remembering that episode that we did. We had a lot of laughs, so definitely check it out. I'll try and go through it and then put a link to it so that you can watch it again. But yes, we've got Patricia back, Chiedza back. I'm gonna call you Chiedza because
You know what I'm remembering? I think when we did that episode, I just started my locks. And I was they were struggling, so I had a wig on. So I started them, but I looked like a boy. So
how's the lock journey going?
I'm enjoying it. It's very low maintenance, not no maintenance, easier to maintain.
Yeah.
I like how I look with them because I wasn't always a big wig fan. I love wigs. I just didn't think they suited me very well. So I'm liking this.
No, I love this look. And so how long has it been since you started the lock journey?
It's 2 years now. 2 years.
2 years.
Yes. I recommend. Wow. I'm going to do it. Just be prepared that the first year is going to be a test of your strength and character.
So is this for life now?
I don't think I would go back because before I don't know how you are good. You keep your hair out, but I used to. I'd keep it out and I'd get annoyed very quickly because I had proper kinky hair and I hadn't quite mapped out how to manage it properly. Hey, the natural hair girlies may come for me, but I hadn't properly mapped out how to fix. So I'd always have it in braids. Or if not, I'd pop on a wig. So this works a lot better. I get to have my hair out.
Love this look on you. Like this look on you is amazing. So I have a theory, right? I always feel like, when it comes to, I don't know if you've seen, there's been this whole conversation online about hair, where it's like, people always say they're doing protective styles, but we never ever see you putting your hair out, and this whole kind of conversation. And I was, listening, watching it, and I was kind of like, I think there's some truth to this thing, right? That and I don't know if you saw, Coco, I can never say her last name, the tennis player.
No.
Coco Gauff, I think.
Okay.
Her name.
Yeah.
Okay. So she did like a campaign for this brand called Miu Miu, MIU.
Okay.
Listen, it's rich people's things. I cannot pronounce it. But in the campaign, like she's literally like, by a tennis court, she's wearing, like a polo shirt and like a tennis skirt, and she's got her natural hair like to the back. And oh my goodness, the comments were kind of like, I guess maybe people wanted her to like slick back her hair or whatever. And it's kind of like, people were like, this is actually like what natural hair looks like, right? And I think it was an interesting discourse, because then in addition, I saw something which I was like, oh, okay, it kind of supports my theory. I think someone was like, I think it's Kenya, right? Someone was like, Kenya is a place where women like just wear their natural hair. I think it's Kenya.
It is. I know exactly, because all the Kenyans I know, there's like a look to them, and it's beautiful. I love it. They just embrace.
Yeah. But I think Zim is in that.
There's
maybe not as much,
but definitely,
because I mean, growing up, I remember women with short hair. Like Zim women rock their short, low cut.
Oh yes, we do love low cut. That's true. That's true.
Locks.
Someone was saying our locks
had locks.
Thing. It's true. It's true.
I think obviously maybe now people I think maybe it's more so to do with people being abroad, and yes, wig culture is now a thing. But I still think Zim, I feel like we embrace our natural hair better than some parts of I get Africa. Yeah.
I think it's a tricky one. So when I saw that discourse, I'm not gonna lie, the original video.
Yeah.
I was like, she's talking to me. I'm not even, how she was like, braids, you take it out, more braids, you take it out. Because what I was saying in the beginning, I hadn't figured out how to manage my hair. So it was always in a style. And then growing up, my mom is like what you're saying. She loved playing around with her hair. She would cut it. The whole Rihanna thing at one point, she used to just low cut sometimes. I'm sure if she was still around, she might have probably gotten locks. She liked playing around with it. And my aunties are like that as well. They embrace it. Now, I was thinking to my school experiences.
Yeah.
I want to be careful how I phrase things. But it was sort of made to seem sometimes like our hair, not that it wasn't neat, but we wouldn't get away with a messy bun. For example, you'd have to have always neat cornrows, always neat braids, whereas our counterparts could do the messy bun. Right. So I don't know if that's where I also got into the thing of my hair always needs to be in some form of style. Yeah. But our aunties, parents, I would say yes. Yeah. A lot of my friends, I'm thinking of my friends, it's a bunch. Some are wig. Some are locks. Some are always with the low cut. But I do agree with you.
Yeah. Because I think it would be an interesting study of, because I've always thought like Zim, especially, I think Southern Africa.
I think South Africa as well.
I think so.
Botswana, I think the region.
And I think especially with the low cut. I think Southern Africans and low cut, like
we love a low cut.
They love a low cut.
Low cut and blonde. low
Oh,
cut
yes.
and blonde. Yes. Sometimes though, because I'm always like something has happened in your life, that's when you're ready. But we love a low cut. We love a low
Listen,
cut.
I've never done a low cut.
Really?
I mean, when I was at school,
Yeah.
but in adult life, I haven't, but I want to.
You should. No, I used to do.
Yeah.
So before this, every 2 years, I
Yeah.
would just be like, cut it off. It's
Yeah.
here to grow back. I don't have like a strong, some people are like, I'll never ever cut my hair.
Yeah.
Even this, I was like, if I decide I want to stop, I'll just cut it off.
Yeah.
Start again. It always grows back.
No. I love your locks, man. I saw you doing like a reel about your journey. I was like,
I've come far. Oh, guys, you see them now? They look good. It was not always pretty.
I was like, yes, girl. Okay, quickly. I know you went to Dubai for your birthday. I don't know. Are you saying
for my 30th birthday, guys? I don't mind. I can share my age. I'm okay.
I did because I was gonna say milestone birthday, but at the same time, I wanted it to be clear that no, she's not as old as.
You're not old. You're not old. Life begins at certain milestone ages. Exactly.
How? So I just want to know, like, I think I'm a secret hater of Dubai. I've never been, but I don't know. I always just feel like Dubai.
How come?
I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. Like,
some people say because it's not natural, everything is.
I always feel like it feels like it's not natural, and I always feel like there's a certain type of people that frequent Dubai, right? That I know that I'm like. Okay, not in a bad way.
I get what you.
But then, and also, it's very like. To be honest, I feel like my rich friends like go to Dubai, and so I have this thing of like, if I know I cannot do a certain thing, I will hate on it because.
No, but you know what? It's not as bad or as expensive as you would think it is.
Really?
Yeah, because when I was trying to plan my birthday, I think my options were that in South Africa. The reason I didn't end up doing SA was because the plane ticket was very steep.
Really?
Even for that time of the year. For some reason, it was very expensive. And then,
Like ranging how much?
I was looking to spend about 900
For South Africa?
Yeah, I don't know why I was at. It was weird because I was like, November isn't a peak travel time. I would have thought. And I thought that plus accommodation, plus everything else.
Yeah.
So Dubai ended up being the plan. But I had a lovely time. And also, I guess it ties into what we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
As a civil engineer, the
Yeah.
way they've built things, their buildings, their infrastructure, top notch. And the
Really?
speed with which they do it and how efficient things are.
Yeah, okay.
So it's nice to. So I went there before this. I used to go with my dad because my dad really likes it.
Also, you've been before.
I've been with my dad.
Why did I think it was your first? I don't know why I thought.
Well, it's the first time with my friends. So I've done it with.
Okay.
So that was like my graduation present when I finished uni. And then before that, we had gone a few times.
Okay.
You see, I say my graduation present. I think my dad just wanted to take his grandson there. It wasn't about me. It wasn't about me. But no, it was really nice. And I like their service. I think not to say service in London is bad, but just the way they treat you, regardless of how much you're paying. If you're in a 2-star hotel, you will feel like, oh, this is 5-star treatment.
Right.
There's lots to do, fun activities, the sun.
Yeah.
And I like nightlife sometimes. The nightlife was all right as well. It was like a nice, which surprised me because it's Dubai. But it was like a nice balance of.
But I always kind of get the vibe that Dubai has a good nightlife or a good party life.
I wasn't sure because in my mind, because I've done it with my family, I'd never done that type of stuff. So even when I was packing, I put a lot of long dresses because I was like, it will not be me. We'll be caught.
Yo, I'm locked out. Don't let me out.
And my dad would be like, bro, you went there on your own. Good luck.
Yeah.
But it was lovely. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, but how is it like being a single woman, as in like not going on a family trip, but because I think that's sort of the things I'm a bit like, ooh, I feel like they've got so many rules. Like, I don't know.
But they're very nice.
Okay.
I didn't feel, it's not something that like was lingering in my mind because it was me and my friend.
Okay.
It was the two of us.
Yeah.
And I didn't overthink it. I didn't feel like everyone's like overlooking. The only time that happened was when she had worn like a short skirt, and then even though they allow it, they'll still kind of people from there will give you like a little bit of a side eye, but it's nothing too crazy. I had even been considering before everything happened. With my job, I was like, I could move here because I was looking at how their salaries are. They pay very well. Good room for growth.
Yeah.
They pay tuition for kids. They do, depending on your position, they'll cover tuition for the kids.
Yeah.
Help you with the place. I was like, I can probably afford a lot more things, and like your child gets to learn with people from different places.
Yeah.
Room for sports, because I'm trying to get Project Mbappe on the run.
Oh, really?
So it was making sense, and I started looking to it, but now I'm like, oh, okay, maybe not. Maybe not.
But hopefully things kind of quiet. I mean, I know people who live in Dubai who are like, nah, I'm not leaving. Like I love it.
Has life like, how are things now? Like things are just, it's normal.
I have no idea. I'm just going off like social media and the people that I know who are like, nah, I'm not like like I know two people who I actually used to work with here. And then they were just posting and sort of saying, because some people I guess from the UK came back.
Yeah.
But I think it was a lot of visitors, but a lot of people who actually work, live, have roots there continued. Are like, nah, I'm not yet at that point where I will move back to the UK.
I hear it.
So I was like, that's interesting. Anyway, glowing reviews for Dubai. What's that?
Person to ask would be the other podcast we like to listen to.
Oh, Mr. Babs.
We should ask him for proper live feedback. What's going on the ground, sir? Are you going to move?
Yeah. I mean, I hope they're safe. I mean, I'm going by him because he's one of my parameters of saying it seems like nightlife is popping, because his feed is always like.
I don't have. Yeah, I should be like, can I follow on socials? I asked for recommendations from them before I left. Though. They gave some good ones. Cool.
Yeah. But anyway, one of the things I've been wanting to have you on to talk about this particular thing. So one of the things that, I like to use this platform for is, just a way to educate, inform, pay it forward, so that we share information with the younger generation and, the adults in their lives.
The younger generation, tough times.
And I've been meaning to do like a proper career series. But then I thought, let me not wait for like the perfect opportunity for me to sort of like line up all this, because people's availability and everything. But I really wanted to have you on to talk about, your career. Because I know you are an engineer. You mentioned before that you're a civil engineer. And I genuinely am always so fascinated, like especially like when I see like girls in engineering, I'm like, like, but I'm always genuinely fascinated when people are engineers, because I understand it is so broad. But it definitely feels like one of those like, yes, you're an engineer. And I guess really what I wanted to use this time for is just to really, as a basics, to be like, what is engineering? Right? What type of engineering you do, and also just like how you got to this route, like what you have to study and whatever. And hopefully maybe it can help some people who have like young people who may be interested. And it's kind of like, how do you, because I wouldn't even know how I would guide someone if they were like, I want to be an engineer. I'd be like, I don't know
which time.
I don't know what is that. So yes, I guess first of all, you mentioned that you're a civil engineer. What is that? And just basically like, what do engineers do? Okay,
I will speak on civil engineers because the other ones I'm also not sure. So so by definition, civil engineering would be the design, the construction, and maintenance of infrastructure. By infrastructure, I would mean just things we use in our day-to-day lives, even though people don't realize it. Your bridges, your roads that you drive on, the footway that you walk on, traffic light systems that you see put in place. This might be a little nitty-gritty, but like, when you're crossing roads, those yellow or red boxes you see, like the little tactiles that where you're crossing, things like that, we have to put them in. That tends to be like to help people who are visually impaired to know where the road crossing is. Water supply system, so the water that comes into your house. There's someone who will design a whole network, the piping system, to ensure that's clean, treated, it comes to your house. System that makes sure that water is taken away from your house and it's treated or disposed of. I have friends who work at airports, so
Okay.
making sure the structures there are on point.
Yeah.
The carriageway for planes are designed safely.
Yeah.
So it's a very broad field. There's like so many different little things you can go into.
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends how you want to do it. We could like briefly touch on the different ones.
Maybe like focus on what
What
you
I
do.
do.
Yeah.
So I'm in highways
Okay.
specifically.
Yeah.
And the way that came about is I did civil engineering as my undergraduate degree. So when you do that, you study everything. You cover all the modules. Then after my second year, I did a placement. I think some people call it like a sandwich year.
Yeah.
So I went to a contractor and they were like a highway maintenance
Okay.
contractor.
Yeah.
So a lot of the work we did would be Highways England would come and be like, okay, there's potholes in this area. We need this road to be redone. Or if it's not a big deal, it's not the whole road that's damaged, just patch it up for us. So I did that for about a year.
Yeah.
I was like, this is not too bad. I think I kind of like it. Finished off my undergrad. Then I did a master's specializing in highways. That was another year. So I did that for another year. And then afterwards, because I had that experience plus my master's, I then just went straight into highways. So the first, and even within highways, that's also broad.
Yeah, I can
like
imagine.
There's a lot
Yeah.
of things you can do. So the first company I worked at was like a very big company. And for a big chunk of time, I was working on the A428. So that's like Cambridge area. And they were trying to create a road just to make access easier between Milton Keynes and Cambridge.
Okay.
So what I was doing on that was I helped build the road itself. So I guess that would be looking into the materials that you need to put in to make sure it can withstand all the cars that come and run along it. Putting, we call it vehicle restraint systems on the side, just in case there are accidents or there's something to like help stop them from flying over if it's possible. Designing the roundabouts where you need them just to help manage movement for people. So that I did for about 3 years while I was there. Moved on to another company. And then that was more London based and more public realm, I would say, type work. So what I do now, not do now, what I was doing then was a mixture of, I was still doing the highway work, so repairing roads, because your council will come and be like, okay, our road is damaged, can you fix this for us? Repairing the roads, doing the designs that we need to, but also little things like residents may say, this is a very plain looking area, we want it to look more lively. Can we put some planters here? Or we have lots of cyclists, your road is just for car users. Can you put in some cycle lanes for us? Or a lot of people in this area use buses. We have a bus lane just to help speed things up for people, and then that's priority over the motor vehicles. Yes. So that was my second job. And then I moved to where I am now, where it's a mixture of both. Yeah.
That is so fascinating. So first, do we have you to thank for all the roundabouts in Milton Keynes and Bedfordshire?
There's just one I helped with, but my people don't do that for sure.
And then like, so practically, do you, so if you've identified that, okay, we need to improve access between this area and this area, I guess there's people that kind of do the work of identifying the available routes, right? Or identifying, okay, there's this forest that, you know, we would need to clear, and do civil engineers get involved at that point, or do you come in when it's kind of like this path has been identified? And do you do things like, I'm assuming, I don't know, like looking at the type of soil, the foundation, to be like, no, we can't do this here. This, and then you go on site and actually like.
So I'll break it down. So the way it would happen, let's say you wanted to build a road between, what did you say? I was going to say where you stay. Let's say between Milton Keynes and Cambridge, right? Highways England will come, they'll be like, we want to do this.
Right.
We have this amount of money. Or can you guys give us a fee of how much it'll cost? Price that work. And then that'll come to the consultant. The consultant will be the one who does what you've described.
Right.
They'll check the feasibility, like, okay, are we able to do this in this area? Is the ground suitable? Do we need to take down some trees? And that's like a collaboration of not just civil. There's like a whole bunch of people who come in, because you need to consult the environmental team, because sometimes they're like, okay, if you're going to cut down such and such number of trees, when you design your road, you need to ensure that you found a way to implement those as well, so that it balances out, because you can't just be cutting down trees. So when it gets to the consultant, they will do a feasibility study and be like, okay, is this possible? Is this feasible? Then they'll do what we'll call a concept design. So like an initial sketch, and then say, okay, this is what we have.
Yeah.
We can do this in this area.
Yeah.
In regards to soil, like you're mentioning, part of what I do now as well, before you're designing, maybe you get a geotechnical engineer, which is also a type of civil engineer, but they focus on the ground and what happens in the ground. And then they'll do a study, okay, this is feasible, this is not feasible. If it's not always a case of you have to move. You might just need to have a deeper or stronger foundation underneath to support. Whereas if the ground is strong, you won't need to use as much material. So it can still happen. It's just adjusting how your design works. So you then do the concept design. And then once that, you obviously need to go to your client. Are you happy with this? Does this work for you? Are we still within budget? Do we have enough to cover it? Because maybe this ground isn't suitable. We need a proper deep foundation to be able to support everything.
Right.
So you then do that. Once the concept design is agreed on, you then move on to the detailed design stage, where you then prepare your proper detailed drawings, which can be taken to site when people are building it. So you prepare your detailed drawing, do your calculation, issue that to the client. They'll send back comments. You go back and forth, make amendments. Once they're happy, it's then able to go to construction. So I think I've explained who the client is, right? And there's the consultant who's done the design work. And then
so in this case, mostly the kind, I'm assuming, would be like either local authority or government.
Government can be a private entity. If it's a thing like, oh, I want to build a nice skyrise building, or Amazon knows I want to build a high skyrise building.
Right.
In my case, where it's roads, it'll be mostly local authorities. So Westminster Council, Greenwich Council, Highways England, TfL, that type of thing. So once your detailed design is done, depending on where you work. So my first two places were strictly consultancy. So sometimes you could be doing a joint venture with people who also build. So you then pass the design on to them, then you guys work together and you build it. And then in some cases, you then just pass on to another contractor. You're no longer involved. You've done your part. Then where I am now, it's like a contractor who does the building. But they have like an in-house consultancy team, which I work on. So we'll design and then work with them and then they deliver. So you pass your designs onto the construction team and they go on site, they build whatever it is. Once that's done, you and the client then go and do like a check to make sure, okay, is everything fine? Or did they miss a few things? Do we need to go back and add whatever else is needed? And then you're pretty much done.
That's cool. But then obviously you're talking about being, I guess, part of a consultancy team. But I guess there is a world where you would be like the person delivering, like where you would actually like go on site and, you know,
go on. So even within consultancy, so I guess maybe I should explain this. When you are in civil, there's 3 routes you can go down. So you know how I've mentioned the client, there are people who just work on the client side. They're the ones who tell you, this is what we need. They maintain their assets, they check their assets, they know, okay, it's time to update this road, whatever the case is. That's still an engineer. Then there's the consultancy bit who do the design, fun stuff, the calculations, the drawings. Then there's the contractor who does the delivery, like you're saying, they go on site. But even when they go on site, I still go as well, just from time to time to make sure, are you guys doing things to drawings? Are you guys making sure this is okay? And then I'm making sure things match, if that makes sense. But I'm not as present on site as I would be if I was like a full-time contractor.
That is so amazing.
I hope I'm explaining things well, guys. I'm not good.
No, I'm following.
Okay.
I'm following, and I know nothing. So I'm interested in like, I'm scared of heights, right? So I have this thing. I hate driving over bridges.
Is it?
There's this one that I'm forgetting. I'm forgetting. It's in London. There's this. It's this. I don't know if it's no. It's not Victoria Bridge. I'm forgetting which one it is. It's a long one. Actually goes. I think it's like Millennium, Queen Elizabeth.
What's the thing with bridges? Or is it just heights in general?
I don't know. I'm scared of heights, just generally. So even sometimes if I'm, you know, like going down a set of stairs and it's those stairs, you know, like those fire stairs that like you can see through. I'm like, or like even if I'm in a lift that's like see through. I'm like, oh my God. So like driving over a bridge, and especially a bridge where there's water underneath.
You're like, no.
I wish I could remember this bridge. It's forgetting, like literally. I remember one time I was driving and I was like, and I had people in the car and they were just like, and I was like, I say nothing. And then afterwards, I was like, guys, I didn't want, like, I was freaking. If I could have stopped the car and got out,
definitely would have.
I would have. So I guess like I asked because I'm always so fascinated. And then there's one like by is it Barking? You know the A13, that flyover, like when you're going towards Tilbury. It's a small one though. Okay. So I use it often. Like so how does that happen? Because I was like, how do people build these structures that you know are strong enough
to be able to withstand?
Yeah, because I understand, like, you know, like you're saying the geotechnical expert and looking at the foundation, but I'm like, how are you doing this?
So can I say, you know, with how you're saying you're scared of bridges. Now I'm not like a structural engineer per se, but I did. You know, I was saying in uni you'll do a bit of everything. Yeah. The reason you should trust it, and trust me, no bias. Yeah. But whenever you design things, there's always a safety factor put in. So like we'll design for it should be able to withstand however many vehicles or whatever weights. Then there's like an extra safety factor added to be like worst case scenario. Right. So chances are, unless someone has absolutely which never happens because it goes through so many layers of checking. So let's say I do the design. Yeah. Then my boss will check. Then my boss's boss will check. Then remember, it's also going to go to the client. Then even the people on site before you build. There's like so many checks that happen to help prevent that. So it's always in good hands. Okay. You're always in good hands. But I know with bridges, so I talked about the foundation people. So you have them. They're still involved even in bridges. They're in so many fields, like because you need a foundation for a lot of things, right? So they will design that. Then you have your structural engineer who will design to make sure this stands upright. It can withstand load from all the vehicles because you usually do a survey just maybe to check how many vehicles are we expecting to come along this. They're going to be loads of heavy goods vehicles. Okay, we're designing it to manage that sort of weight. And then you will also, and then like I said, it'll go through multiple checks and stuff. And then in terms of how they build it, which I love about bridges, they tend to do it over a couple of nights. So they'll usually close the road, then everything's sort of been built offsite. So like things have been assembled and put together. It's not like they're starting from scratch. So the foundation will be put in, but then all the other bits that they're going to use to build out the bridge will then come. Then they assemble it. And that's why it happens. I don't know if you've noticed. It doesn't
you wake up
and it's there because it's been done offsite. It's precast, I guess is what I'll say, pre-made. Yeah. That's the way to put it. It's pre-made, then they come, then they assemble things together. Then when you guys wake up in the morning, it's like, okay, cool, this is now there. Then you can insert your carriage or your pavement, your road, and then it starts operating. It's enough. But there's a lot of work that goes in before that. Bearing in mind, I'm not a structural engineer. This is just from...
That is so fascinating. It just reminds me because I hope she doesn't mind me mentioning. I don't know her, but I know she's your friend. I know she goes by Mimi the engineer.
Oh yes. No, she doesn't mind. I told her about this actually.
Oh yeah, because when I was preparing, like I came across there's a thing that she did with CBBS, where she was like teaching the kids and sort of saying, and they were using straws to like hold up things, and I liked the way she was explaining it. She was like, oh, it's about teamwork. You know, we're building a structure. You know, if it falls, it doesn't matter. Like I just liked the way that
she simplified, like how she helped simplify and make sense. No, I agree. She did it very well.
Yeah, so I was like, woo, like girls in engineering.
We went to uni together. Very
really.
We did.
So is she a civil engineer as well? Or?
She is. So you know that's what I was saying. Like we do completely different things, but both engineers. So we, like I said, went to uni together. Then we started off doing the same stuff. Right. But she did not enjoy highways. She was like, this is not for me. Yeah. It's important to say, if ever you get into civil, the beauty of it is because there's so many fields. You can move around. You're not restricted. So when she left, she then went to work for a contractor for a little bit. Yeah. I hope she doesn't mind me. No, she won't mind me saying stuff. She then went to work for a contractor. And then after working for a contractor, you know, every couple of years, you're like, get a change. She went to work at an port facility.
Oh, wow.
Shall we say, yes.
Yeah.
And then she was helping sort of manage their assets and make
Okay.
sure everything's in order. If
Yeah.
something's downgrading, then that's when they would call my people, the
Yeah.
consultants. Okay, we need this to be done. We need this building to be
Yeah.
done. And then now she's sort of still doing a similar thing. Yeah. So that's her aspect
Yeah.
of engineering. Then I have another friend who's more on the planning side. So that's the
Right.
other thing. If you don't
Yeah.
like the necessarily technical bits,
Right.
you can be involved in
Yeah.
managing and delivering things.
Okay.
So you can be the one who project manages essentially and just make sure everything is done on time.
Yeah.
You manage the schedule, chase people up because people never want to get things done on time. Hence, there's a lot of delays with a lot of big infrastructure projects that happen often. So there'll be planners who help manage to make sure, like, okay, have you done this? Have you done this? Will it be going on site on time? So there's different avenues you can go into depending on what you enjoy.
You girls are so impressive. Can I just say, like, this is amazing. So have you I guess with the different work that you've done, are there things where you've seen and you're like, I helped build this, I don't know, road or whatever? Like,
that happens a lot. So especially here in London with the places I've been working, things tend to go on site quickly. So there's a few roads where I'm like, I helped resurface.
Oh, that's amazing.
That, or if there's like a cycle where we helped put in, or if we helped realign or readjust.
Yeah.
The words I'm using for like protest, Patricia, I mean readjust the carriageway. There's a few places in London I can go and be like, I did that. And I'm always like, one day when I can get my whole family to come, we're doing a little tour.
Yeah.
I'll be like, that's me.
I mean, that would be so cool. And I like what you said about, like, you know, you work as a team, because I remember, like, when I did some work a few years ago working on like an event, a sporting event that was coming to England, and one of the things we had to think about was like the biodiversity. So we had to, because they were putting up all this infrastructure, right? And then so we had to plant trees because they were like, you guys are doing way too much damage.
It's a whole thing.
So you have to plant trees to offset this damage that you've done. So I'm guessing, and you know, I wasn't on the infrastructure technical side, but I'm assuming like we worked with civil engineers.
You definitely did.
Yeah, because like they built a stadium like in Birmingham. So when you're saying that, I'm like, oh wow. Okay, so let's take a step back.
Yes.
What did you study? Okay, let's go back to
high school.
Yes.
Okay.
What did you study? And what did you study?
Then
then how did you know that this was like an option?
So, funny enough, engineering was never on the cards for me. A lot of my friends who I went to high school with were like, how did this happen? So, you know how we do things in SIM, the typical subjects for, I think I had about 9 subjects for O-level, which included sciences.
Right.
And then A-level, I did maths, biology, and chemistry.
Okay.
The initial plan, I wanted to be a neurosurgeon.
Oh, wow.
So that was the plan. So I was like, I'm going to do medicine. So that's why my subject selection was that way. I loved biology.
Oh, wow.
So I did that. And then there was a thing you could do, and I encourage everyone with kids when they get around that age, if they've got like an idea of what they want to do, get a little work experience for them to do. And most places are willing to do it. It doesn't have to be like paid. You can just be like, let me do it for a couple of weeks. So I did it at St. Anne's Hospital at home. Worked with some because there were neurosurgeons who would come, and they were in demand. Can I just say they were booked for years ahead. They make
in Zim.
Yeah, because I think they were at that time there were about 3 of them.
Oh wow!
And they weren't just working in Zim; they were traveling around Africa as well. So they were in demand. So I worked with them, but I realized that I was very sensitive. So I didn't like seeing people in pain. And I was like, okay, in theory, I know I could do this. If I go to school, I know I can pull it off, but can I actually do it in practice?
Yeah.
So I was a bit hesitant. Then I talked to my dad. I was like, oh, Dad, I don't know if medicine is necessarily the one for me. Also, I'm not sure I want to be in school for 12 years because that's how long it takes for everything.
Yeah.
Then he's like, okay, you like maths? Yeah. And then I was like, finance? He was like, no, not finance. You want to be able to put yourself in a position that if you want to do your own thing, you can do it.
Yeah.
He had a friend who was an architect.
Oh, wow.
So they had like their own architect firm. Then he's like, oh, why don't you just go volunteer there for a couple of weeks? It also would give me something to do.
Yeah.
So I went there, and then I was with the architects because they're the ones who I would say design buildings, right? The pretty buildings. I was there. I was like, I'm not feeling this. Then there was a day because architects tends to work with civil engineers a lot, right? So they were like, oh, we're going to the civil engineering firm. So there was like 3 different ones. There was a guy who did transport, one who did structures, one who did water. Yeah. So I went and then I was hanging out with them and I was like, this seems a bit more my lane. I'm seeing numbers. I'm seeing things that I actually enjoy. Yeah. Then I was like to my dad, maybe I'd never heard about civil engineering at that point. And he's like, okay, let's look into it. We looked into it. My only worry at the time was because I didn't do physics. I wasn't sure I'd be able to do it. Right. But again, depending on where you go to uni, a lot of places will give you a foundation course. So even if you don't have physics, but at least you have maths, for example, you're able to do like a foundation course, and then they'll build you up to the knowledge you need to have. Then you can kick off with uni. So that's how I did it. So I did my uni in Portsmouth. Okay. So I didn't necessarily do a foundation year. They sort of combined it because they're like, you did maths, biochemistry, you're in the science field. We'll just do a few extra stuff to help get you up to speed with physics. Yeah. So I did that, and then first year, second year, I did all right. I managed. Otherwise, I may not. Father would have dragged me back to Zim, but no, I did okay. Yeah. And then I did the placement year after my second year, which again, I would highly recommend, especially if you're not UK born, because it makes a big difference when you're looking for jobs. For some reason, everyone always expects you to have experience. So even if it's not necessarily a full year, a lot of companies give summer placements as well, and they're paid. So not only are you learning, you're getting some nice extra income on the side. So I did my second year, then did my final year. And you don't necessarily need to do a master's, to be honest. You can start working afterwards. I just wanted to get it all out of the way because I knew if I leave, I'm not going to come back to school. Yeah. So once I finished, I then did my master's here in London. So I've specialized in highways. Yeah. And then I started working. So that's one way you can get into it. Yeah. The other way, which I recommend again, would be apprenticeships. So every company I've worked at, there's always 1 or 2 apprentices on the team. Yeah. So when you finish high school, you can join a company and then you'll still have a degree by the end of it. So you'll work 3 or 4 days a week, depending on how they do it. Yeah. And there's a day that you go to uni. Yeah. And you'll still be doing all the material that we did. But it's just that you're doing that and also getting real life experience at the same time. And you're getting paid. Yeah. No student loans when you're done. No. Oh yeah. The company covers your tuition. Maybe you'll just have to work there for an extra 2 years. But in the grand scheme of things, you're fine. So those are the 2 ways you can get into it.
That is amazing. Like I'm sitting here. I'm like, I'm a proud big sister. I'm like, yeah.
When I was ready, I was like, am I going to be saying the right things? Okay.
So from what you've said, right? It sounds like, I guess, if you're doing A levels, do physics, like if you can.
It'll be ideal.
If not, but then it just shows the importance of an engaged parent, because like it's gold when you say like your dad. It sounds like your dad was really invested in your interest and really guided you.
He was. I know he was. Because he was very keen on having a doctor. He was like, you are my doctor. So I know it took a lot for him to be
like, okay. Is he a doctor? Or?
No, he's not. Okay. He's a banker. Okay. But I know he was like, you can be a doctor. I can see it. Like, I'm sure I don't doubt that I could have been one. Yeah. But it was nice that even after I was like, okay, I can't do this. It's like, okay, let's look at the next plan. Let's look at He's done that with all my brothers as well. He's very much, he knows his children. He sort of knows our strengths. Yeah. What we're good at. So he'll nudge you in a direction. Yeah. If you don't necessarily want to go there, you'll be like, okay, let's look for the next best option that works with what you're good at. Yeah. Which is good.
And I like the fact that from what you've said, like he sort of when he said, when you were thinking about maybe banking, right, or whatever, and he was like, no, you want something that like
you can do your own thing at some point.
Yeah. And it, to me, from everything that you said, it really sounds like, with time, I don't know if this is your plan, like you could literally be a consultant, like freelance, and just do. And it sounds like you're not limited to highways. You're not limited to transport. You could like pivot to something else, right?
So the way it works, you can definitely pivot. So my thing was, I had like a little plan. So it was first because I've been working for about 6 years now.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, first 5 years, I was like, let me get the technical
Yeah.
know-how and experience of what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Then maybe another 2 years, let me now get into like senior, which is what I'm now more in senior management.
Yeah.
Learn more about finances.
Yeah.
And I want to become chartered. So you can become chartered, and then that sort of makes it easier for you to work in a lot of places around the world. If you say, I've got this chartership, they're like, oh, okay, you're qualified, you're competent. So I was like, once I get that, I'll be more comfortable to freelance. I think I'll have that know-how. And like you're saying, you could set up your own company and consultancy if you want to. I could set up a contracting company if I want to that does the building. I know there's some people who I know who we work with, who I've worked with in the past, where they're doing this job, but they're also running their own consultancy on the side, and they have people like doing design work for them and all of that. So it's definitely very feasible.
This is I love this so much. Like, I genuinely, like, I'm so interested because sciences was never my strength. So I'm always fascinated with people that can kind of do, because to me, I'm like, I
don't say that. Very, very doable. Very doable.
Oh, no. Because it's so important. Because to me, and how you've described it, it's one of those things that sometimes you don't necessarily know that this thing is happening. It's sort of like, it's different to like a doctor. You can kind of like, okay, someone is sick, they go to a doctor, they get better or whatever, right? But these are the things that if it's not happening, if someone's not thinking about the structure, if someone's not thinking about how strong things are or whatever, the disaster that would be there.
Literally, it can go. There's a... Yeah. Oh, I don't want to say this because you're talking about bridges, but there was a bridge. God. I know they even, it was one where we did it in class because they always use it as an example, like, it's not what you want to do. Whatever went wrong in the design.
What country?
It was in America. So it was basically it just started swinging. Then eventually it collapsed. And they were, I'm not laughing because it collapsed, but it was just like, this is the worst thing that can happen.
Wasn't there something in America where like a ship, like, and I know it was like in the DC, and bridge, and people see.
But these are like what it's like. Think of it this way: it's like with air crashes, right? Safest mode of transport. It's just that when something goes wrong, we all hear about it and it's bad. But how often does that actually happen in theory?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I love this. Listen, when you were talking, all I could think about was spaghetti roads. And I was like, you know, this is the solution. For those who don't know, in Zimbabwe, I know because there's some people who listen who are not from Zimbabwe. One of the opposition leaders was talking about his vision and was like, oh, you know, like we could have like functioning highways and we could have spaghetti roads, which, you know, I guess like as in like, you know, those intertwined. I don't know what the technical term is, you know, like when you see like all these interconnected roads. But so when you're talking,
spaghetti roads.
I was like, we've already got this. We're assembling the team.
But my issue here is, I'm like, before we get to spaghetti roads as a nation, let's fix the basic roads we have. And we can,
exactly. When was the last time you were in Zim?
Beginning of 2025.
Beginning of 2025. Gosh, listen, the state of the roads. I mean, it's such a disparity. Some roads is like, it's fine. And then some, it's like, so I traveled to Victoria Falls. Yo,
do you know,
when I tell you that road, it's just by the mercy of God that you get
this to
Victoria Falls.
Do you know, the last time I went to Victoria Falls was 2015, and it was in a dire state then. So I can't imagine what it is now. And it's crazy because that's a big tourist destination. That should be your number one priority. That should be seamless. And even now, I don't know if they fixed it now. If you're traveling from Harare, right? We did that trip once on road with my dad. But you have to come to Skies.
That's the
and
thing.
Then come.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's a route.
Yeah.
I don't remember. There's a route allegedly that's there where you can. I don't know if it's actually there.
I think if you maybe try to go Kariba, then
there's a road that's apparently that would take you direct. That wouldn't take as long, but it's just no one's thought to. Let's get this up and running and put it in. usable condition, usable
Yeah.
stage. And then if you want to fly, the cost of flights are ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. So, I mean, I won't go on like the politics route, but I mean, this shows like, and I love having these conversations because, especially from where we come from, it's just like, oh my God, there's so much talent, that's there, and people are contributing to like London economies and building, do you know what I mean? It's fine. And it's just like, oh man, what a shame that,
I would love to be able to do this at home.
And you easily could, but it's just, but anyway.
We'll get there, maybe one day. But even little things like, I found it fascinating. So when I was doing my placement, sorry, I don't know if we still
No, go on, yeah.
The highway maintenance people. Yeah. So people would complain and be like, oh, there's a pothole on this road, there's a pothole on this road. Then because I was still starting, then I would be the one to go check things, right? To be like, and I'll be like, sorry, are we sure this is a pothole? I've seen potholes. I think we're all right. But they're very good with it because it's like they have a running system where you're constantly checking. If they pick up anything, let's fix it. And then it's fixed. And I'm like, if we did that at home where you do, I don't know because I don't go to Skies often, but I know in Harare there's a lot of roads they had fixed when I went home.
Right.
Because I live near, I don't know if you would know where Westgate Complex is.
Yes.
Hi, my mom giving my details, sorry.
No, because my mom used to live near Fifth Avenue. So we used to shop at, so we'd go to Westgate, like that would be like the, wait, is Westgate the posh? Which one is posh, Westgate or Eastgate? Which one is
Westgate.
Okay, yeah, because that's near Borrowdale, right?
No, you're thinking Semi-Levy. You might be thinking Semi-Levy. Oh, yes, Semi-Levy.
Okay.
Very, very, but like...
But no, I know what you're
like
talking about. It's near Bluff Hill, right? Westgate.
It is, yes, it is. Spot on. So they said, because I'm not in Zimov and I'm not forgetting the name of the road. Loma Gandhi. Should be Loma Gandhi, all right? And they fixed that road. So I'm like, a lot of things, if they do the big reconstruction job, right? Because those roads would tend to have a life of about 50 years. And then all you need to do is to maintain it every couple of years to make sure things remain in place. So it's like one big investment at the start. And if you've done it right, which your engineers will do because they will know what they're doing, then it's just every year, like I'm saying, you have a system where you check things. Pothole, let's sort it out. At the end of the 50 years, you reassess, do we need to do this big job again? Get the funding you need, start it from scratch. It's very doable. Well, now that I'm here, when you see how things are working while you're working, you're like, this is actually very feasible.
No, it's so true. It's just like with the, I think the good thing that the West, or let me just say the UK, that's what I know, that, like the culture of like maintaining things and like trying to like fix things as soon as they emerge, and it saves money in the long run, because that's how like some of the roads and infrastructure in Zim got to that state, because someone's just like, it's okay, and
then it worsens and it doesn't get any better, it just deepens and deepens.
Exactly. It's just like, no, it's okay. But anyway, Chiedza, I've enjoyed this so much.
I was a bit nervous, but I've relaxed. No, it's like I'm talking to my friend.
But you know what it is? It's because you're an expert. Do you know what I mean? This is your expertise. So when you speak about it, you speak about it with authority. And no, I love it. I love it. And guys, key things, just the sciences, there's a lot of options. You don't always have to be like saying, oh, I want to be a doctor.
There's options.
There's options. And I think a good thing that you said is just about just taking opportunity to do like work experience. Even if it's not work experience, it could be shadowing,
It goes a long way.
Because like if you didn't do like the neurosurgeon thing, you would have just maybe applied for medical school and just gone blind.
And then when you're now doing your rotations, you're like, I can't do this.
Exactly.
So I'm a big advocate for that. I think even when my little one reaches the age, I'm like, we'll play around, go put him in little places for the summer. Just so, try this, do you like it? Try this, do you like it? And then we can maneuver with your interests that you like.
I think that's so part, because I've always said, like, if I had done like a lot of work, but I mean, again, the life of an immigrant, it's different, isn't it? When you're uprooted to a different system, it's like, I feel like if I had really like done like work experience in an office and really understood what being out of be like, hell, get me out of it, like, take me to drama school.
What I do hope, I don't know with schools here, I guess I'll find out, but I don't know how good their career support is in terms of advising, because I would say,
I don't know.
where I was. I know there was a career advisor.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like that's where I got my dad helped me maneuver and figure out things, which I'm grateful for. But otherwise, better career guidance would be nice at school.
Definitely. But anyway, we're out of time now. So Chiedza, it means you have to come back.
I will do.
You have to come back. But guys, this is Chiedza. I'll share her I know Chiedza is like private social media accounts, so I don't know. We'll see what she's happy for me to share. But if you have any questions or anything, maybe just leave it in the comment sections of wherever you're watching, and maybe if Chiedza has time, she can respond.
If that's the case, if it's like about the civil stuff, I don't mind my LinkedIn's cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, LinkedIn now, I can do that.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, so if you've got, don't be DMing on some "you look good, girl." Just if it's about career advice,
we're on it. I'm always happy to help.
Let me not gatekeep. Maybe she's cool with it. Maybe
I'm on a sabbatical from such affairs, so but strictly career stuff.
She's focusing on the highway.
Exactly.
But guys, anyway, thank you. You've been listening to me, Natasha. My friends call me Nat. This is Chat with Nat with Chiedza as our guest. Make sure you like, subscribe, rate 5 stars, tell a friend to tell a friend. And thank you so much. Bye. Oh, this is amazing.